Okay, we are continuing with the weekly AllSigns love readings. I've already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer. We're going to start with Leo, then we're going to move on to Virgo, Libra and Scorpio in this session, okay? I just stopped to have my dinner and, move around, have a life. Prepared meals for my parents. I've been wearing these nails today. I only put them on today. They're like coffee coloured, yeah. But I didn't realise there's not direct light shining on them right now, but they're actually sparkly. They're like cat's eye ones. When there's a light on, you can see it. It looks like stars in it. It's really nice. Very cool. Yeah, the camera's not picking it up. But when there's a light on, it's like sparkles. It's really nice. Just thought I'd tell you that. I noticed it while I was walking around before. I did lasagna, garlic bread, salad, and then I made honestly, like, the lasagna was already like pre-prepared because my mum had bought it in. Like, we do make our own food as well, but that one's pre-prepared. But then I made like aubergine parmigiana because we had an aubergine in, so I used to eat that in Italy. So nice. Yummy. Loads of fresh herbs from the garden, garlic, oil, olive oil, obviously. Throw in some fresh cherry tomatoes, shaved parmesan, nice big thick slices of aubergine. Yummy. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Leo's highest good. How is Leo feeling in this second week of September 2025 with regards to when they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for Leo. How is Leo feeling, please? Leo, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is lasting generational wealth. Have you achieved it? Because it's upright. Or you've got that on your mind, that's your intention. The 5 of Cups. Oops. Grief, sadness, loss, regret. You've got... I don't know if you're in a really good financial situation and you're, retired. I mean, people work till whatever age now because they've got their own channels and stuff, but if you're retired from what your main job was, or you're over a certain age, should we say, then you could have achieved lasting generational wealth. You could be a widower, you could be married, but there's grief, sadness, loss and regret. right after it, which is bizarre. Your kids could be grown, they could be at uni, they could have their own families. We've got the Eight of Swords reversed, so that's dropping this sense of self-imprisonment, being trapped, but I'm a bit confused really by the cards that are coming out, because there's financial stability, but there's grief, sadness, loss, regret. And there isn't a sense of being stuck, there's a sense of being released afterwards from what we are. You know, it's your private thoughts that are intrusive when you're alone at night or whatever. Let's get 3 for the one that's on your mind, the one that you're actually dealing with, or the one that you're manifesting in the future. They've got the 7 of Pentacles, so they're reflective about the past, about what's been achieved, what's been cultivated so far. The Temperance reverse, they're very emotional at the moment. If it was upright, I'd say they're managing their emotions really effectively. She's pouring from one cup into the other. But when it's reversed, it's like mood swings, you know, like over emotional, angry, aggressive, sad. And that's in exactly the same position as you've got grief, sadness, loss and regret. And to be honest, you can't have the same cards twice in a 78 card tarot deck. There's only one of everything. So it's creating the same narrative using slightly different cards. You're mirroring each other. The King of Cups reversed and the Ace of Swords is the challenge. Yeah, see, the King of Cups is someone that's over-emotional. They're usually, when they're upright, they're emotionally intelligent. They're patient, they're forgiving, they're understanding, you know, generous with emotion. When that's reversed, they could be under-emotional or over-emotional. It's like, you know, accented in like one direction or the other. And it's to do with a secret, something that's not being confessed, something that's not being revealed or spoken about. So there's heavy emotion, we're over-emotional, looking back at the past, and some sort of secret or confession that needs to be shared. It's weird the way they came out like a cross, that's so bizarre. The 10 of Cups is crossed with the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Guys, in the outcome, everything's really positive. Justice is going to be restored. The universe is behind it, and it's going to result in a happy family life for everyone concerned. The Devil, major arcana for Capricorn. It can be when you're, you know, obsessively thinking about someone or something, when you're infatuated, you know. I'd say this is something very established. They could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with the King of Cups. They could be a Sagittarius. They could be a Capricorn. They don't have to be any of those things though. The Devil is like a connection or obsessive thinking, a behaviour that's toxic. Could be that you just can't get something off your mind, or you're heavily focused on it. It could be that you're dealing with a Capricorn. Oh my god. Well, let's have a look. This is a big combination. Right, I'm going to go through each card one at a time from the back. We've got the Two of Swords, which is needing to make a choice and face up to something. The Page of Pentacles reversed is withdrawing investment. The Ten of Wands is a really challenging period of time, like a phase in your life that's just been one thing after another. It makes me laugh, this card, because there's just wands dropping on top of his head. Getting a pure headache. The Hierophant reverse is a lack of wisdom. It's the major arcana for Taurus. When it's upright, it's, you know, using your better judgment from experience, and then reversed, it's like, I've gone against my better judgment. Knight of Swords, upright, is an urgent message, and it's to do with a household, a home, a marriage. We've got the Four of Wands card. So there's a decision whether to withdraw investment. It's been a very challenging period of time. We feel like we could have gone against our better judgment, and it's to do with a home situation, and an urgent message needs to be delivered or will be delivered. And on their side, they've got the Ace of Swords, which is like fogginess, lack of clarity, a confession, a revelation. And it's to do with their emotions and looking back on the past. So you could be headed for a breakup here. You've got regrets over something, and it's to do with the Ten of Pentacles, which is usually acquired when two people put their incomes, savings, assets together. You've got regrets to do with that, and you're no longer mentally trapped over this. Then we've got the Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Cups in the outcome, along with the Devil. I feel like that combination clashes with that combination. They seem like opposite things. Because that to me is like someone saying, I don't want to be in this anymore, you know. But maybe that's mutual. It looks like a mutual decision to split, to be honest. The feeling's mutual. Yeah. We'll have a look at why. Controlling, needs to be right all the time, possessive, jealous lover. Okay, so this person could have been controlling, or they could have found you to be controlling. Possessive, or getting jealous easily. That could be them, or it could be the way they view you. Okay. Moon Dreamer, love illuminates even the darkest of corners. So this did make them very happy, but they can't seem to settle. They can't seem to feel right about things. And it's to do with trust. Okay, there's serious trust issues here. They don't believe that you are where you say you are, that you're only messaging them. You know, that you could be messaging other people, meeting up with other people. They can't believe that, you know, you attract a lot of attention and would only deal with one person for the rest of your life. You don't seem like, could be off your history, you know, or way that you used to be when they met you, or when you talk about your past, or just how you look. This person has got serious trust issues when it comes to this situation. And it may be that you've given them reason to have those issues, or you may not, but they don't trust you. Caution. Let's get the unspoken truth. Oh, hi, Afsan. I try to fall for someone else, but no one compares. They do really want you, like they're really hung up on you, but they don't trust you. I'm just on the sign of Leo. We've already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. I can't remember what sign you are. Gemini. Yeah, so that's on the last live if you look at the lives playlist. But you're welcome to stick around as well. My fantasy. You're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration. I want you. They do seem quite obsessive, you know. Oh my God. Obsessed. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. Stalk your socials and hope that I run into you when I'm out. Bloody hell. That's very intense, that. It's such an intense person. Be optimistic. Keep in mind that you create your reality. You can't attract love with a negative mindset. I mean, they've got caution, controlling, dreamer. They're very reflective. They've tried to fall for other people, but they can't get past you. You've got regrets when it comes to a family situation, something that's very financially stable, financially secure, established, you know, money for your children, money for your children's children. But there's like an obsessive, I just don't know whether it's healthy or not. You're withdrawing investment after a really long, challenging period, and it's to do with maybe being unwise in terms of like marriage or commitment, moving in with someone. There's going to be a message delivered, and I don't know if it's you to them or them to you, because they've got a sword. They've got the Ace of Swords, which is like confusion, fogginess, clarity, revelation, the truth, the confession. But they literally like, they seem like they stalk you, like they're obsessed with you. On. I'm assuming these cards go this way up. Because that doesn't seem right to me that way. But I don't know why it would be on. I feel like it would be no. Do you? Let's check one of the other ones. Okay, that... Oh, it is that way. It's no. Just because someone wants you doesn't mean they should have you, does it? Like... You've literally got the Capricorn, like the devil, obsessed, caution, controlling. I don't like it. But in the outcome, family end up happy. Justice is restored, and it's down to the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever decision you're making, I think you're creating good karma for yourself. You're getting out of your head over past regrets to do with a family, very, very secure family situation. And then a decision is going to be made, and I think you might withdraw from it, I think you're going to realise this person's too controlling. It's just writing down the title. I'm just going to call it They're Obsessed. What else do I need to get? Messages. I left you because you told me to. So you've found this person like suffocating before. You felt like they crossed boundaries, like if they looked in your diary, if you caught them checking your phone, if they expected to have, passwords to your devices. They demand to see, who you're talking to, questioning who you're talking to, following you, or inviting themselves to anything that you go to. It's intrusive, it's an invasion of privacy. Everyone's entitled to that, because let's be honest, any friendship, any family situation, any relationship, any work situation, people cannot demand to look at your personal belongings. They can't demand to know everything about you, who you're talking to and where you're going, because that means there's no trust. Manifest. Mix your intentions with care. Craft your desires into reality. Use this experience, Leo, to get what you do want, okay? I want someone who trusts me. I want someone who looks at me and sees a good person, someone that's hardworking, someone that's creative, someone that's caring, someone who does the right thing, someone who's loyal. I want someone who views me like that. I don't want someone who looks at me and fancies me, but can't trust me as far as they can throw me. Do you know what I mean? Someone that's going to be paranoid, invasive, intrusive, affect my connections, isolate me from friends, family, or, work, falsely accuse me of stuff. Like, use this experience to think about what kind of life you envisage where you'd be quite happy with that. Don't let them back in. Because people don't suddenly, you know, not have trust issues. Maybe they've never trusted anyone. You know, maybe this is part of who they are because they've got abandonment issues, or, you know, they're just highly insecure for whatever reason. It doesn't work, does it? It doesn't feel good when people don't trust you. They're like, oh yeah, you were with so-and-so, were you? Well, next time I'm coming with you, or you won't be doing that again, or that's the last whatever you go to. You know, or let me look at your phone. Why won't you let me look at it, causing arguments all the time? What's this? A magical moment will change everything. Be ready. A mystical force is guiding you. Trust in its wisdom. You're destined not to be with this person, okay? This something else is meant for you, and it's on its way. So let's get a timing for something new. When will something new come in, please? Okay, yeah, like, I think it's just like for you to put up boundaries. They're not wanting to give a time right now, but you're being encouraged to think about what you do want, because when you think about what you want and you say it out loud, it comes in. Okay, and I think you have put your foot down, but don't let them back in. Okay, because they'll be tapping your phone, going through your bins. Doing all everything, putting a tracker on your car, getting a private investigator. Unique lives. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. You know, love them and let them go. You can love people unconditionally and not make a life with them. You don't have to accept someone's conditions or stipulations. You've got a right to privacy. There needs to be trust. Every relationship has to start and end with trust. If it doesn't start off in a trustworthy way, you've got nothing. It's just a ticking time bomb, isn't it? Release. Today, I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I'm ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I'm creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. Very nice. Okay, so I pulled those out for you. They're mindful messages because I just felt like you needed a bit of that right now. So it wasn't the nicest of readings, that was it, but if it resonates, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. If you know someone who is a Leo that's going through this at the moment, share it with them. Whoops. Yeah, it's time to manifest and be optimistic, okay? This is your time to think about a relationship that you do want. And not everyone has to get married. Not everyone wants to get married again. Not everyone wants to live together. Not everyone wants to be exclusive. It's up to you to create the circumstances and situation that you want. You know, how do you envisage like a happy future for yourself? What's non-negotiable? Good. Whoops. Okay, so we're going on to Virgo. Let's shuffle the cards. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. How is Virgo feeling in the second week of September 2025 with regards to the one they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in the future? 3 cards for how Virgo's feeling first of all, please. In the challenge position, we've got the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is a planning phase. If the Two of Wands is upright, it's like, am I going to take this direction or this direction? Is it A or B? Should I stay? Should I go? Where do I go next? Do I go to that person or that person? There's a choice, okay? There's a choice to be made. But it's the planning phase. There's a fork in the road. Which direction should I go? So, because that's in the challenge position, it's fair to say that we're not sure. Okay, so you're not actually sure. A decision hasn't been made which way you're going to go. You know, am I going to live in this country or that country? Should I work for that company or that company? Should I date this person or that person? Should I ask them to be exclusive or shouldn't I? Should I ask for a divorce or shouldn't I? Who knows? You know, it's unlimited options, isn't it? Depending on your situation. Should I date or should I focus on my career? Five of Pentacles reversed. So the Five of Pentacles upright is when you're out in the cold. I think you want to come out from the cold, actually. So the decision should be, should I message them or not? Look, the Four of Wands is in the challenge position. Now, 4 is the most stable number in the tarot deck. This is, you know, living together, being exclusive, being married. Hi, Ramo. This is like a very exclusive situation. Okay, so it could be someone that you currently live with or have lived with or would like to live with. Maybe you want to ask someone to move in. You want to ask, like, can I move in with you? Maybe you want a reconciliation. It's money, time, and energy with the Five of Pentacles. It's like, I want abundance. I want security. I want to be included. You might be offering commitment. What sign are you? Okay, the person that's on your mind or that you've been dealing with or that you manifested in is currently heartbroken. They're devastated. Okay, with the Three of Swords. The 15th of July. Are you Leo or Cancer? Are you Cancer? You water sign? So I did Cancer in the last live. Yeah, I did Cancer in the last live if you want to watch the Cancer reading, but you can look at the sign of your person, your girlfriend, you know, to see what's going on with them. See things from their perspective. Okay. What sign is she? Are you Italian? They're heartbroken. Okay, Virgo, this person is absolutely devastated. She's Leo. Okay, I've just done Leo. I think it'll resonate. The Six of Cups reversed. Right, the Six of Cups is a soulmate connection, a soul bond, soul tie. You know, two people that love each other. They've been together for many years. Many memories, lots of nostalgia. When it's upright, it's a nice card, but it's reversed. So I think this person feels that you're not in love with them anymore, Virgo. Or they're devastated at some sort of breakup that's taken place. Some sort of fallout, disagreement. They're absolutely devastated. The Four of Swords upright, the Page of Cups. This is a collective reading for Virgo, by the way. So you'll have to rewind to go to the Leo reading. Or what's your sign? Cancer. Or both. This is much needed respite, and then there's an apology. So I think there's been time apart, and then they're going to apologise because they're heartbroken. They don't want to be apart, Virgo. The Eight of Pentacles reversed. The Nine of Wands reversed. The Hierophant. The Hierophant's coming out in every reading. This is a lack of investment. Dropping the burden after a period of struggle, quite a long period of struggle. Something's been a poor judgment, a poor experience. There's a choice to be made, but we're avoiding it. In the challenge position, the Death card, Major Arcana for Scorpio. This is all about moving on. There's unfinished business, okay, but the outcome is dropping the burdens after a period of struggle, and a choice needs to be made. You know, how are things going to move forward? Are we going to move together or move apart? Why are they upset? Why do they feel sorry? Let's have a look. The Joker. It's all just a game to them, insincere, just having fun. It's a bit of a weird one. Wild at heart, a desire for freedom leads to running away. Oh, we've got a runner-chaser. We've got a runner-chaser dynamic. This person's games, like, they're in and out, they're back again, and they're gone again. They want forgiveness over and over and over again. Ooh, pregnancy test. Unsure results. A pregnancy scare, positive or negative. They seem quite irrational, this person. Like, I don't think they're thinking very clearly at all. You know, like, sometimes you can think you want to settle down, but it's just because you've been through a really difficult time in your life and you like the security that someone else provides you, but it's like a sticking plaster. It's not really what you want. I'm just going to close the door because their TV is on really loud. Let's get the unspoken truth. Can you still trust him or her? Oh my God, they could be pregnant to someone else, you know. They could be pregnant to someone else. I don't know why it's like leaning me in that direction, but there's like trust issues, an apology, and the fact that they're a runner. No one else compares to you. They could be lying about being pregnant as well. People do it. I would never lie about something like that, but you can't judge other people by your own standards, is it? Ooh. It's getting a bit heavy over here. Larry, you need to watch your sign or their sign. Hi, welcome in. Watch your sign or watch their sign or both, and then you'll get like the vibe of where they're at. It's not, Ramo. It's not your reading. It's not your reading. This is a collective reading for Virgo. You said she's Leo and you're Cancer, so you need to rewind the video and watch those signs. This is not your reading, Ramo. I think you got a bit confused, didn't you? You're my soulmate. It must be written in the stars because you most definitely are my destiny. We belong together. Yeah, so Libra will be after this one if you want to watch the Libra reading. But you can cross-watch, which means watch the sign as well, the sign of your person. It's usually quite accurate, to be fair. Stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. I mean, you're going to get an apology, Virgo, but it's up to you what you do with it. If you just don't see a change in this person's behaviour, you know, time will tell, won't it? If I follow you, I could lose everything. Laugh about it, definitely. If you feel like this has been a foolish exercise, laugh it off. Do you know what I mean? It's experience, it's wild, it's crazy, it's life. Detach yourself, you know, exit accordingly. Exit stage left. If you believe that this person is your soulmate, if you know why they run and you think that they're changing or it's getting better, you know, you got to use your discernment, I think, over this one. I mean, if you decide to stay with them and it continues, you know, you just choose to get off the ride, don't you? Enlighten. Illumination is near. A period of enlightenment and clarity awaits. Ooh. You're going to know this is a huge choice and a decision that needs to be made, and you know, you could be confused, but you'll know what to do soon enough. You'll know what to do soon enough. A chance encounter will bring you great fortune. Your dreams hold the key to your future. Pay attention. Ooh. Your creative energies are in full bloom. Express yourself. It's quite interesting. Playful. You've got laugh it off as well, haven't you? Playful. I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had? I'm committed to my growth and dreams. I set routines and habits that help me evolve into my fullest potential. Even though I may not see the physical manifestation of my desires, I know they are vibrationally manifested and are on their way to me. Fuel. I enjoy eating. I enjoy doing things that fuel me. It feels great to do things for myself. When I make sure I am taken care of, I can better show up for those in my life and for the work that I do. Unlimited. I create my reality with the thoughts I think and things I focus on. I'm unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. Okay, so I think you are being asked to aim higher than this person. Okay, not to not to settle for, yeah, everyone deserves a relationship that's not confusing, you know? Yeah? It was nice, wasn't it? Okay, sorry, let me get you a divine timing. So, Virgo, when is Virgo going to meet someone new? Because, ooh, in your season, okay, around your birthday, this month or in the next month or two, you're going to meet someone new. Love it. Okay, so we're going to tidy up these cards, and don't forget to give me a like, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel. If you hang around, that's absolutely fine. If not, I will see you in the next one. Please be generous with your likes and hypes and anything else you can do to help me. It's a new channel, it's a year old. Ooh, on to Libra. Bye, Afsan. Yes, please. Oh, we've missed that one. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Libra's highest good. How is Libra feeling in the second week of September 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about or dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Libra's feeling first of all. The 10 of Cups reversed, that sucks. There's like, there's disunity and unhappiness, ill feeling in a family environment. It could be unhappy children, unhappy spouse, or everyone's, you know, falling out with each other, or one person, you know, could cut the atmosphere with a knife. One person's upset, and so everyone's feeling uncomfortable. Knight of Swords reversed. The Knight of Swords upright is urgent communication, like an urgent message being delivered at speed. Can't hold back any longer. You know, the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Prepared to deliver it bluntly, you know, if necessary. Blurted out words. But that's not being delivered because it's reversed. We're holding back, or they're holding back. I think you're holding back actually because it's your feelings. There's something that needs to be said and you're not saying it. And it's making people unhappy within the household, within your living space. Under your roof, you know, there's tension, there's depression or preoccupation. The Judgment reversed. You're ignoring a call to action. You need to say something to someone and you're not doing it. Let's get 3 cards for how they're feeling. The one that's on your mind, the one that you're dealing with or manifesting in. Right, they've got the 3 of Wands reversed, so they should be taking action. They know what they want to do, but they're not doing it. You can't get the same cards twice, okay? There's one of each card in a 78 card tarot deck. So it's very similar actually. You need to say something and you're not. They need to do something and they're not. It's like, I've got my plan, but I'm not going to take action with it. I'm not going to put it into place. Why? Oh my God, 8 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups reversed. Someone's fantasizing about leaving a marriage or a relationship. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. Not enough was cultivated or achieved. They don't want to look back anymore. Let's get 3 for the outcome. The Ace of Wands upright. There's like much enthusiasm for a rebirth or a do-over of some sort. The World reversed is pessimism, because in the story of the Major Arcana, the Fool realises that better days are coming. You know, you can see the shooting star when you look up to the sky, because everything's, you know, turning to shit. You know, you look up to the sky, look at the stars, you know, you zoom out and you think, what's it all about? You know, like, hopefully better days are coming, because it's been a tough period. And it's the ability to understand that we must take life rough with the smooth. But this is like, no, everything just sucks and it's always going to kind of vibe. I mean, they want out. So the Star card, Major Arcana for Aquarius. It's a card of healing. There could have been something that you really wanted and you didn't get it, and now you're healing. You can bring it in, Mum. That's nice though, isn't it?
Scoffed it all. Dad,
He had a bit
didn't
more.
answer when I was talking to him. His chin was like just above tray level. It's a difficult day, that. Very difficult. But we've got through it. So we've got those dairy box or the grown-ups. I like those. Have a couple. Laura's still not home. So she says she's gone shopping.
Oh, to get dinners and stuff.
I know, but it's getting late, isn't it? Have you got enough there?
Yeah. Why do they want out? The Joker and Dream World and controlling. Living in a fantasy land of illusions, not real love. Controlling. Needs to be right all the time, possessive, jealous lover. The Joker, it's all just a game to them, insincere, just having fun. This person doesn't feel taken seriously. They don't feel like their feelings are taken into consideration. They're not getting any investment. They're not getting any sense of stability. And you're ignoring a call to action when it comes to a family situation. You know, there's something that you need to say and you're not doing it. There's great enthusiasm, however, we're pessimistic about the reality of a situation, and in the outcome we've got healing and or wish fulfillment with the Star card. Trusted ties, build rapport, believe in mutual respect and respond with understanding. betrayal, deceit, backstabbing, traitors, unworthy of trust, sex shop. Okay, so I think this person's really worried actually that they've been cheated on by you. They feel betrayed, like hella betrayed. If you want a personal reading, you need to pay for one. I'm not interrupting this to say things about what's going on with you because this is meant to be for everyone. It's £18 for a personal reading. Or you can continue to support the channel, and when I get to 4,000 watch hours, I can do live Q&As then. Where I'll just do lives, you know, to just answer your questions, like your individual questions. But these are my collective readings, so it's interrupting that if I do it now. It's not fair on my time or other people that are trying to be patient and get their outcome while I'm recording this. Can't leave them waiting. I pretend I don't care, but I see you in my dreams. I think they're giving you the cold shoulder because they don't trust you. And you're holding back, you're not saying anything, and it's creating like tension within a household. Or, you know, if you don't live with this person, like it's bothering your family or anyone that lives with you because you're like preoccupied with this. They feel played by you. They feel played by you. They've got the 8 of Cups, guys, which is not good. It means they want to leave the relationship. No one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. In the outcome, we've got Ace of Wands, so, and healing, so I don't know if they're gonna hang around or not. You know, it could be you that wants things to stay on track and they don't. I do not know. This is someone you're already dealing with. I know that because you've got the 10 of Cups and they've got the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is an established relationship and or marriage. And the 8 of Cups is them choosing to walk away from it, and that's what they're fantasizing about. They don't feel like you choose them. They feel like you're distracted, you're preoccupied, Could be with work, could be with your kids, could be with anyone but them. You know, like they definitely feel like they're not getting your attention, your time. It's not making them feel good. To the point where they're ready to end it. Balance. Love your shadow. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. Love your shadow, accept and work with the flaws in yourself so you can learn to accept others as they are. Yeah, if you're not happy with yourself, how can you look at other people in a positive way? Because you're gonna like judge other people by your standards. Like if you've been a cheater, you'll look at other people and, you know, give them the side eye or sleep with one eye open, not trusting them because you're judging them by your own standards. You're projecting your issues onto them, you know. Don't wait. If you want this person, Libra, then you need to take action because you're ignoring a call to act. With the Judgment card reversed, that they're trying to raise the dead here, and you're not listening. It's like you're like la 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 with your hands over your ears, you know, like refusing to say the thing that needs to be said urgently. There's discord, there's unhappiness, you know, and unless you take action, it says do not wait. Unless you take action now, this person's gone. You would have to put them first. You can't leave them in any doubt, you know, that this is, they want you. They 100% want you, okay, but not like this, not like how things have been. Just write down the title for the video. Alignment. Align your energy. Crystals can heal and amplify your intentions. Okay, so you need to reconnect with spirit, with the divine. Follow your third eye, your gut. What is it that you want? Do it. You know, if you cannot let this person go, then you need to actually take action and get off your ass. And make them stay, make them come back, do whatever it takes. Because they love you, but they feel like you're putting everyone else first, or you're very distracted, or, you know, they're not happy with how things are and how things have been. The path ahead is illuminated. Follow the light. You're going to know what to do. You probably already know what you want to do. You just need to do it. We've got a lot about alignment, balance, the path ahead is illuminated. You know, you need to, if you really want someone to this degree, you need to act upon it now. You're this person's wish fulfillment, okay, but there's something that you need to say or do, and it needs to happen now. Expressing love. Today, I notice the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. Unique lives. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. Okay, so there needs to be a degree of tolerance, good communication, and positive action, swift action. Because they're crazy about you, but they are ready to walk. I hope it resonates. Please like the reading, share, subscribe, follow, repost, support the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Right, I'm going to do Scorpio next, and then I'll be taking another break, doing like 4 signs at a time. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Scorpio's highest good. How is Scorpio feeling in this second week of September 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with, or manifesting in? 3 cards for Scorpio, please. The Knight of Swords reversed. So there's something that needs to be said and you haven't said it yet. Okay, you're holding back communication. but there's something on your mind that you really wish to say to someone. Yeah, so like, do I or don't I? Do I take action or do I wait? Do I say it or keep my mouth shut? The Knight of Wands reversed. The Knight of Wands, when it's upright, is passion. You know, it's very sexual energy, like impulsive, acting in the moment, doing what you feel like at the time. Very, very fast moving energy. Very sexual energy. When it's reversed, it could be that emotion exaggerated, you know, like we could be feeling overly sexual, overly impulsive, a lot of desire, you know, like impulsivity, or it could be the opposite, which is like we've lost our libido, we don't feel sexual desire for this person anymore, so we're holding back. I'm not sure which one it is. There's something that you really want to say and you're stopping yourself, and you're either like overly sexual or like you've lost sexual interest, sexual desire for this person. Let's get 3 for them. They've got the Ace of Swords, which is clarity, major confession, major revelation, the truth. They know what they want, or they have something to tell you. They're going to confess something to you or tell you something. Nine of Pentacles reversed and the Seven of Cups reversed. They're fantasizing about being in a relationship with you. Okay, because the Nine of Pentacles upright is someone who's single and abundant, and they don't really need anyone. They can pay their own way. But it's like a single energy, like I'm happy being single. I've got plenty for myself. The Seven of Cups is being at a crossroads and thinking about all your desires, the things that you might go towards next. That's like crossed over into delusion when it's reversed. It's like heavy, like dream state, you know, like when you're spending more time, I can't remember what they call it, but when you spend more time fantasizing than you do living in reality. There's a word for it. Apparently that's very common when it comes to autism. What's it called? I can't remember. The Nine of Pentacles reverse is that I don't want to be single anymore. So I think they've realised, like, they can't stop thinking about the potential of this situation. And you're like holding back for some reason. So you either aren't into it anymore, or you're just scared to reveal what you want and say the thing that you need to say in case they don't feel the same or something. Right, they have got, well, it's a lot of pentacles. What's it when it's upright? So it's Roman numerals. I've got to turn them the right way. Two of Pentacles is duality, reciprocity, balance, fairness. Four of Pentacles is conservation. Okay. It's the miser card, that one. So they want to conserve their own wealth by finding someone that's going to provide equal give and take. Okay, so they're a bit worried about this situation financially. And it might be because they haven't got enough. or you haven't got enough. They want balance, equal give and take. And I think they think that they're not getting that at the moment, potentially. Maybe they don't want sexual desire from you in isolation. Maybe they're looking for increments of time, more time together, more, money, more investment, more energy. It could be, that you are friends with benefits, or that you're keeping it light at the moment, and it's a bit unpredictable, a bit insecure. No one really knows what anyone wants. Queen of Swords reversed with the Hanged Man reversed. Someone's very stubborn about this. I think they're quite angry, actually. If that was upright, it'd be intelligence, facts, knowledge, research, communication, strategy, analysing the situation. And the Hanged Man will be being prepared to look at things from all different perspectives. Not just our own. But when it's reversed, it's like a stubbornness, seeing things from our way, like my way or the highway. Not being able to see other people's point of view, or not negotiating on anything. The Queen of Swords reverse is like manipulative, could be blocking communication or overly communicating, like argumentative, quarrels, fighting, verbal disagreements. You're showing up as a knight, and I think they're showing up as a queen. I think they want something. They want stability. They're not down for like just good times, and they might create an ultimatum. They've got, if you look, they've got so many pentacles in their cards. It's ridiculous. It's just money, money, money. 3D conservation, bills, assets, being independent, financially secure. You've got all wands. I think they're going to make an ultimatum, potentially. Yeah, 8 of Cups is being prepared to walk away and leave this relationship or situationship or casual relationship. They're prepared to leave. They're very scared about what that means with that. The Moon card is, this is all water energy. The Moon card is the card of Pisces. The Fool realises that he must walk forwards anyway, even if he's scared, even if it's scary. So this person's terrified, okay, but they're prepared to leave. The 5 of Wands reverse is like they'd rather just not have the drama. Look, we've got 3 of Cups, so it could be a third party situation. Page of Pentacles is wanting to invest in something. The 7 of Pentacles reversed is there hasn't been enough investment so far. 2 of Swords is a decision needing to be made. There's a decision that needs to be made, and unless there's going to be growth, they're out. Just writing down the title. Okay, why are they like this? Why are they worried about money? Childish. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the term should be grow up or get out. Ooh, burn. Okay, this came out sideways, so I'll read both. Tender bridges, building connections with empathy, gentleness, and kindness. Devotion blooms, nurture both blossoms and thorns with tenderness. Okay, so there's a need to handle this situation carefully. Yeah, there's a way of saying things, isn't there? And if you belittle someone, if this person belittles you, Scorpio, then it's unlikely that you're going to want to be with them. But if they kind of just explain, look, this is what I need and this is what I want, you know, is that likely, or are you not thinking like that at all? That's more respectful, isn't it? Because one's kind of like, oh, you can't even do this, or you're a child, or blah, blah, blah. But actually, people choose to invest or they choose not to. It's just, is it what you want, you know? Toxic. Destroyed, shattered, broken, completely ruined. They think this is really toxic, that you come in, you know, sleep with them and leave. Or that you won't commit to them. That it's not, there's no growth in it, and they want growth. They can't live like this. They need reciprocity, they need security, and to be able to let their guard down. They can't feel like on edge all the time because they don't know when they're next going to see you, or what it's going to be like, or if they're going to see you again, or like they're not allowed to get in touch with you, you have to get in touch with them, this kind of bullshit. They don't like it. Let's get the unspoken truth. You've moved on, haven't you? I'm scared of what we could become. There was 3 of Cups down here, wasn't there? Queen of Swords is a divorce card, and that was with the Hanged Man. We've got the 8 of Cups there. Third party. Page of Pentacles. I think they're going to say you've got to commit, because what we're doing now isn't working. You know, a plant can't thrive when it's kept in a cupboard. It's going to die, like that's just inevitable. So this relationship that you have is hanging by a thread, and they feel like it's become toxic, like this on off. You know, it's passion based, it's not real. They're not happy with how things are. So you're going to have to, you know, make a judgment call here. Missing you. I miss you. I wish things were different. Mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behaviour now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. Your perfection, your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful. You're smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart and I really enjoy our conversations. Playing games. This is a game to me. The way I'm acting, responding or posting it to get your attention. You're mine. I get so pissed knowing other people can have you now. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want the world to know you're mine. Ooh. Jealousy. I'm very jealous. I can barely stand it. Father wounds. My father is a big influence on my behaviour now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine masculine energy within me and externally. They've got parent abandonment on both sides. Okay, either abuse or abandonment. So this person is very, very controlling, and maybe it's them that's toxic. Okay, maybe it's them that needs to stop playing games, and they might be overly demanding, try to control the relationship, trying to control the pace of it because they want to lock things down because they're very insecure. They never had stability when they were a child. They're probably going to need counselling, to be honest. We've got your mind, jealousy, playing games. You know, your perfection is putting someone up on a pedestal. It's blowing things out of proportion. Mother and father wounds. Yeah, so it could be them that's toxic. It could be them that you know, their perspective on things is like you're childish, but they're projecting stuff onto you because they want that like deep control over the situation. That's interesting because I assumed it was your fault, and then yeah, they've got mother and father wounds and all this stuff. They get very jealous. Twin flame. This person is your mirror soul. This is why this connection feels so sacred to you. So you're very passionate with the twin flame. The flame represents the attraction. It's like two magnets. You can't keep away from each other. And you provoke healing and growth in one another. Most of the time is spent apart, but when you're together, it's like insane, you know. Open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. Make the effort. This love is worth taking risks. You are called to move forward. Sorry. Dear me. Twin flame. Open yourself to others. Make the effort. Right, from what these messages are saying, what's on the spread, this is a very clear situation to me. There needs to be time apart so you can both ascend and then you come back together once you're both healed. You'll be healing a kind of issue, they'll be healing a kind of issue. Okay, they've got trauma from young, so they're a runner. They like to overly control situations and stay on top of things, you know, so they don't have to feel ever like, you know, they're just not in control ever again, which happens a lot with all kinds of abuse. This person's your mirror soul, okay, so there's something that's unhealed within you as well. Examples can be financial independence, being non-committal, being a chaser, someone that constantly chases, runners, you know, so you learn not to chase and they learn not to run, and vice versa. It takes turns, okay, but you'll be better versions of yourselves once you've had a long period of time apart. And I mean, like, it could be a year, a few years, and then you come back together. My twin flame returned after a year and a half of no contact. Prior to that, we had a year and a half of off and on, off and on, off and on. You know, it never was on a good, steady ground, and then it just couldn't survive anymore the way that it was. So we went our opposite ways, leveled up, you know, them spiritually and emotionally, me financially, and then we've come back together. Still waiting to see what culminates from that, but twin flames are apart more than they're together, you know. Your job is very profound, your purpose is very profound in this person's life, and theirs is very profound in your life. You're going to trigger healing because you're not functioning the way that you should be, either of you. And you'll know it's your twin flame because the sex is fantastic. And you can't keep away from each other. You're very tempted towards each other. You think about each other constantly. You can't stay away. Or stop thinking about them, even if you can't see that it is toxic because it's not functioning. Okay, so it has to come apart before it can come back together. In saying open yourself to others, you won't, when you're apart, there's no chance that they're going to give up on you or you're going to give up on them. It's just, you know, it's not like goodbye forever. It's not the end. It's just like, this is part one, you know, of a mini series. Like, there will be a part two. I feel a bit cold now. Look, they're running again. I think we should slow down. Oh, bloody infuriating. Oh, very frustrating and very draining, the runner-chaser dynamic. Take a chance. Guidance system. I love using my emotions as a guidance system. They show me how close or far away I am from what I want. When I'm feeling joy and doing the things I love, I'm in a state of allowing for my desires. I notice when I'm feeling low vibrational thoughts and shift them to release resistance. Play. I am completely engaged in what I do, in the here and now. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Loving space. I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves, at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their journey. Now, it's very important, that message, because we're twin flames. You might feel like you understand what's going on and you might be more self-aware, but until they're self-aware, you can't kind of tell them how to heal and give them a deadline when by. You can't make someone operate their personal growth, their ascension, their life kind of lesson will not be learned on your time frame. Okay, you can only control your own healing, you can't control theirs. So it may be that they take a lot longer to rationalize and work through what they're dealing with, you know, to go to therapy, to make decisions differently, to talk openly about this past trauma, and face realities that are harsh and hard and difficult to revisit. So you know, you can't control and give a timeline to that, really. Expressing love. Today, I notice the things I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. Okay, so remember all the other people that you've got around you that are there for you. You know, this person, it will be like obsessive, like you'll think about this person a lot, but think about them a bit and then distract yourself with other things. Make sure you're not neglecting, you know, other people in your life that are more consistently there for you, because the temptation is to obsess over this and be like, well, I need to know what's happening. I need to watch tarot about it. I need to talk to people about it. I need to isolate myself and daydream about it. Think about it for, you know, a while and then stop yourself and like get on with things that are more productive, because you can waste a lot of time.
Jan,
Yeah.
do you want the stuff to go back in the loft?
Yeah, please. If you put in effort and energy into exercise, if you put in effort and energy into cooking and eating right, if you put in effort and energy into your spirituality, into hobbies, things you've always wanted to do, you know, having quality time with those that care about you, then you can't go wrong. If you put in effort and energy into your career, you can't go wrong. Do you know what I mean? But you can spend too much time. Also, just to have entertainment and distract yourself with things to make you laugh and stuff. You can't be in this intense energy like all the time, you know. Hold loving space for them and let them get on with their healing at their rate. Okay, it's not for you to overstep the mark and force things to go faster. Wisdom is your heritage. Seek knowledge and preserve it. Okay, so it may be that you speak to people who are older than you, or learn from tarot, or learn from people who understand personal growth, you know, read books, personal development, trauma. You might find more loving space, you might find more tolerance, more patience, you might kind of get more realistic about what is actually going down with this person. And it might make you think, yeah, I've been a bit, you know, unrealistic in what I expect from them, and so on and so forth. Embrace calm and clarity. Let your intuition guide you. Okay, so intuitively, in your gut, you know what you need to do, and you know what's going to happen, and you know that it's mutual, you know that you both care about each other. But you also know that you need to let this person, you know, have their space, and it may mean a significant period of time apart before coming back together. When will these two reunite? When will Scorpio and the twin flame reunite? Yeah, the one that was turned over, because we've got half a deck slid out now, but the one that turned over was release any attachment to timing. Okay. Time's been delayed. For some of you, you'll get contact within a couple of months. November is a couple of months from now, 6 months from now, August next year, sooner than you expect. We've had 3 saying full time. July, August next year, release all expectations. So you're going to have contact now and then in about a year's time, which is about a significant period. It's about the time I would expect for some sort of evolution, circumstances to change, healing to happen, personal growth to happen. It's got to be a significant amount of time. As I say, it's been a year and a half between me and my person. Right, that is your reading. Okay, Scorpio. So I'm going to take a break and I will be back probably tomorrow to do the last 4 signs, to do Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. Okay. Take care and I will see you tomorrow.